Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we want to look at this past waec question on sets problem. So without further delay, let's begin. So we have this example, that is the SSCE 1994 question number 3. So we have A, the universal set U is equal to, into bracket, 2, 3, 5, and 7. P is equal to 2 and 5, and Q is equal to 5 and 7. We are to find I, P intersection Q prime, and then II, P prime union Q prime. We are also to state the relationship between I and II above. B, in a class of 50 students, 30 offer economics, 17 offer government, and 7 offer neither economics nor government. How many students offer both subjects? All right, so let's look at the solution to this simple problem. So we write down our solution. So A, they said that the universal set, so our universal set U is equal to 2, 3, 5, and 7. And then our P is equal to 2 and 5, and then our Q equals 5 and 7. Now we have to find I, P intersection Q prime. Now to find P intersection Q prime, we need to first of all find P intersection Q. So P intersection Q means what? You combine, you look at P, you look at Q, the number that is common for both of them, that becomes P intersection Q. So if you look at P, we have 2, 5, and then Q, we have 5, 7. The number that is common between these two sets is 5. So P intersection Q is 5 over here. Now, P intersection Q prime, as the question demand, becomes any other number apart from 5 from the universal set becomes P intersection Q. It means you compare P intersection Q to the universal set, and then the number that is common, you take it out. The remaining one becomes the prime of P intersection Q. So any other number apart from 5 from the universal set becomes P intersection Q prime. So that becomes, if we look at 5 and the universal set, we realize that we have 2, 3, and 7 as the remaining digits. So we have 2, 3, and 7 as our P intersection Q or prime. Very good. So let's look at II. So what is P prime union Q prime? To do this, we first of all need to find P prime, and then Q prime. So let's look at those. So P prime means you look at the set P. Any other number from the universal set that is not part of P becomes P prime. So for P, we have 2, 5. If we compare it to the universal set, we realize that 3, 7 is not there. So 3, 7 becomes 3 and 7 becomes P prime. Now if we look at Q, Q is 5, 7. So if we compare that to the universal set, it means 2 and 3 is not part of Q. So it becomes Q prime. So here we have 2 and 3. Now P prime union Q prime implies that you look at P prime, look at Q prime that we've already found, and combine them. Union means you combine them. So if we look at this, we have a 2 here, 3 is common for both of them, so we write just 1, and then we have 7. So that becomes our P prime union Q prime. Now the question says, what is the relationship between I and II? Now if you look at I, our result was 2, 3, and 7, and then for II it's also 2, 3, and 7. So it means from the result, it implies that P intersection Q prime is equal to P prime union Q prime. That is the relationship. They are equal to each other. That is the relationship between the two. All right, so now let's look at the B aspect of the question, which says that in a class of 50 students, 30 offer economics and 17 offer government, and 7 offer neither of both courses, that is economics and government. How many students offer both subjects? So let's look at that. So let me quickly get some space over here, and then we proceed to look at the solution to this problem. Okay, so let's write down all the things that we know from the question. So we were told that in a class of 50 students, so our universal set NU is 50, and then 30 offer economics. So the number of students that offer economics NE is 30, and then those that offer government NG will be equal to 17. Now, and we're told that 7 offer neither courses, right? So it means that if we combine both the students that offer economics and government together, there are those that don't offer the two, so they lie outside that. So that becomes the number of if we combine, so it becomes economics union government. That is, if you combine both economics and government, there are students that don't offer the two of them combined together, so that become prime. So that is equal to 7. So that is how we represent that, since the student don't offer any of the subject. So it becomes E union G prime. All right. So for E union G prime, that is what we have. We have 7. So from here, we can go ahead and try to find the number of students that study both subjects. So let's represent our information on a Venn diagram. Okay, so on the Venn diagram, we have something that looks like this. Our universal set is 50, so we write it over here. Our economics is 30, we write it here. Our government is 17, we write it here. And then this is both for both economics and government, so let's represent that by X. Okay, so since here is 30, here will be 30 minus X. Since here is 17, it will be 17 minus X. Remember, we have E union G or prime, which means they don't offer any of the subjects, so they will lie outside of the two circles that we have in the Venn diagram. Now, what it means is that if we add everything in the Venn diagram and what is outside the Venn diagram, it should be equal to 50, as we see over here. So if we solve that, we should be able to get the result or the value of X. That is the number of students that offer both subjects. So this means that 30 plus X, that is for economics, plus X, those that study both subjects, plus 17 minus X, that is for the government, plus those that don't study it at all, that is 7, should be equal to 50. So if you look at it over here, this is plus X minus X, they cancel each other out. 17 plus 7, that will give us 24, plus 30 will give us 54. So we have 54 plus X is equal to 50 over here. Now, sorry, I made some mistake during the so let's correct that at once. So here is 30 minus X, not 30 plus X. So let me rectify that. It's 30 minus X, not plus X. Okay, very good. So this guy will cancel the positive over here, so we are left with the minus X over here. So let me rectify this. So this is so let me clear this as well. So here is minus X, so here should also be minus. So if you look at it, we have 30 minus X, which is this guy over here, plus X in the middle, plus 17 minus X, which is over here, plus the X over here. So the negative here cancel the positive over here, so we are left with this negative X, which is what we have over here. So we have over here, I will send the X to the other side and bring the 50 here. So I have 54 minus 50 is equal to, I send the negative X over there, it becomes positive X. So 54 minus 50 will give me 4 to be equal to X, and therefore 4X is equal to 4. Now the question asks that how many students offer both subjects, and we know that both subjects we represented it with X. So therefore 4 students offer both subjects, that is both economics and government. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.